If you recall, a quadratic, what our American friends would call a trinomial, is something in the form a x squared plus bx plus some constant, often equals 0. How do we factorize quadratics? This is extremely important, so I'm going to be doing quite a few of them. They get trickier and trickier as we go along. What are we actually doing though? So let's say we start with the brackets x plus 2 x plus 3. If we were to expand that, our first one would be x times x, which is x squared, and then we would have x 2 times x, and then we would be done with that one, and then we would have x times 3, and lastly we would have the last two multiplied by each other. 2 times 3 is 6. And we could simplify it a bit more. The x's combined to 5x, and the 6 stays right there. Okay, how could we take something in this form here and convert it into that form there? That's factorization of quadratics. Well, notice where the 6 comes from. And it comes from when we multiply the 2 and the plus 2. Maybe let's just get rid of these arrows just so it's a bit clearer. Multiplying this 2 by this 3, we get the 6 at the end. And where do we get the 5? Well, we got the 5 from the 2 times the x, and then this x times this 3, and then we combine them. So we're gonna, if you remember that, it's a good clue. So when we got the 5x, we had to add things together. And when we got the 6, we had to multiply two things together. Okay. We multiplied to get 6. We added to get the 5. We added don't know what happened there, the 2x and the 3x to get the 5x. So now we want to find what are two numbers that when we multiply we get 6, and when we add we get 5. Okay, I'm just going to wrap out the 6 there, and I'm going to put it up here. So what are the factors of 6? What are the two numbers that multiply to give us positive 6? Well, there's 1 and 6. 1 times 6 is definitely positive 6. But also remember, negative 1 and negative 6 also give us positive 6. 2 and 3 would multiply together to give us positive 6. But also remember, minus 2 and minus 3 also multiply together to give us positive 6. So which one is it? Well, when we add these together, which one equals 5? Well, 1 plus 6 is not that one. Minus 1 minus 6 comes to negative 7. Minus 2 minus 3 is negative 5, but it's still not 5. 2 and 3 are what we want. Okay. So we can rewrite this as, and we'll choose the 2x so just go through in your head, making sure that this is exactly the same as this. It's just that one is a simplified version of the other. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to factorize those first two. And the only thing they have in common is the x. Okay, and now I'm going to factorize. I'm going to add the plus there. Now I'm going to factorize the second two. Well, there's no common x there, but there is a common 3. And 3 times what is 3x? 3 times what is 6? Okay. So now we have common factor. And we can put, this is also a common factor. This is also a factor now that goes with that. And then when we expand it, we get x squared plus 2x plus 3x plus 6, and that equals x squared plus 5x plus 6, which is what we were looking for. All the way back when we started. So I've gone through some different steps there that are, you can just lose at the after you've done them a few times, but just to sort of see the mechanics of what is going on. I'm going to show you a sort of slightly easier version in the next video, and then we're going to really get into a pattern. You need to be able to really do these pretty much without thinking, and you'll be able to do that fairly shortly.